Struggling with estrogen dominance symptoms like bloating, mood swings, or stubborn weight gain, especially around the middle, you've probably got some version of estrogen dominance, maybe if you're in the perimenopause state, or maybe if you have PCOS. So choosing the right DIM supplement that can help with perimenopause can be complicated, and how to do that without wasting your money. So that's what we're going to talk about. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how DIM works, what to look for in a quality supplement, and share with you 3 of my favorite brands for DIM supplements. Hi, I'm Dr. Shelley Meyer. What will you gain from watching this video? You're going to learn my top 3 DIM supplements to help support estrogen dominance, how to choose a high quality DIM product, which extra ingredients matter, and how to safely add it into your perimenopause and menopause support plan. Well, not really menopause, you probably don't need it then, but perimenopause support plan, so you can feel more balanced and energized. So, DIM, what exactly is DIM and why is it important? Why should you care about DIM? Why would it be something that would help those estrogen dominant symptoms? Well, DIM stands for Diindolylmethane, a compound found naturally in cruciferous veggies like broccoli and cauliflower that your body converts into something that can make your estrogen dominance go down. But you have to eat pounds of those veggies to get the hormone balancing dose that most women need to balance that estrogen. So DIM helps your body metabolize estrogen more efficiently, supporting the pathways that favor protective estrogen metabolites, while they also clear out the more inflammatory or aggressive types of estrogen metabolites. That means when your estrogen breaks down. So it's key if you have symptoms of estrogen dominance, like the ones I mentioned in my blog on this, the same topics. I'm going to put that here, but breast tenderness, bloating, mood swings, irregular periods, weight gain around the belly before, that's more cortisol, all around the hips and thighs, or heavy cycles. So those are symptoms of estrogen dominance. So DIM can help. And what to look for in a high quality DIM supplement. So when you're shopping for a DIM supplement, here's what matters most. We're going to break that down now. So you want an active, well-absorbed dose and the right kind of dose. Always talk with your doctor first, but look for around 100 to 200 milligrams of DIM per day if it's safe for you. You can also want to look for well-absorbed DIM. So absorption matters. DIM is fat soluble and it's poorly absorbed on its own. So supplements that include things to help it absorb, things like black pepper extract or phosphatidylcholine, can enhance the absorption of DIM significantly. Taking it with fat in your food can help absorb it too. Now also we want to look for methylation support in some ingredients. And then number 4, you can also look for sulforaphane or calcium D-glucarate. I look for these when women do have a Dutch test and they have unhealthy estrogen metabolites, and that helps the liver detoxify and clear out the excess estrogen. You also want to look for a supplement free from soy and allergens or anything that maybe might interfere with actually DIM. So let's talk about, as a functional medicine, I didn't introduce myself. I'm Dr. Shelley Meyer. I'm a functional medicine doctor, family doctor, registered dietitian. I've helped hundreds of women with this. And so as a functional medicine doctor, my 3 go-to DIM supplements are, number 1, DIM Detox by Pure Encapsulations. I love this one because it has not only DIM, but the calcium D-glucarate to help you detoxify that unhealthy estrogen. It has its extra ingredients that help you detoxify as well. My next is Happy Mammoth EstroControl. So I like Happy Mammoth a lot. I like their Hormone Harmony, which I'm going to talk about. But the EstroControl has some extra ingredients to help you get rid of that excess DIM. Has lots of extra nutrients in it. There's also number 3 is DIM Evail by Designs for Health. That's a very well absorbed DIM, so that's another great option too. And in the blog I go over all this in more detail if you want to know more detail about the ingredients and why I choose them. So who should not take DIM? Well, if you have an estrogen dependent cancer, you want to talk to your oncologist, your doctor. If you're pregnant or breastfeeding, you don't really want to use DIM because it's going to screw with your screw up your hormones. So it's really helpful when you have a hormone panel like estrogen and progesterone, and I have a good blog on testing your hormones. And when you or knowing, you know, your liver function, if you have like an impaired liver function, you may want to choose then the Dim Detox or the EstroControl product over the Dim Evail that I mentioned. When you do the Dutch test, that can tell you your healthy metabolites of Dim and your unhealthy metabolites of Dim. So if you want to know more about how Dim can fit into a healthy, balanced perimenopause routine, check out some of my other blogs on estrogen dominance. Also, check out my other videos on estrogen dominance. So my blog is perimenopause.help, and there's lots of videos on this channel. I have a playlist that I'll put in the description. So the other thing I was going to mention was that Hormone Harmony can help out any of these. So it can help your DIM work even better. So Hormone Harmony by Happy Mammoth, I've talked about it a lot. I have a whole popular video on that. A lot of those ingredients in that can work well with DIM. And if you don't have any issues with the estrogen, with liver health, or your estrogen dominance isn't too bad, or you want to keep it simple, then that's where the Dim Evail helps even better. Also, if you have issues with absorption, gut health, and you're not absorbing things well, you may want to choose the Dim Evail because it has extra absorption properties. But the other ones can help also because they're going to help that liver detoxify and help you absorb better in that way. So there's different reasons, and the blog goes into it a bit more, but I wanted to give you my highlights here. So I'd love it in the comments if you could comment if you've been dealing with some of those symptoms of estrogen dominance and if you've ever tried DIM. Also, I have a free PDF related to these DIM supplements that I just talked about that dives into just like the bullet points of them, and you can get that by signing up for my email list, and there'll be a link in the description for that. So if you're feeling some of the symptoms of estrogen dominance, you may want to try DIM, and if you've tried just a plain DIM and haven't had as much luck with that, you could try some of these other enhanced like the EstroControl or the Dim Detox. Another important thing is to eat lots of fiber. You want to eat 30 to 35 grams of fiber per day to help detoxify that excess estrogen. You also want to get rid of xenoestrogens in your life, like the plastics, get those out of the way, put plants that are detoxifying in your house, filter your water. Those are all ways to help. And then also make sure you're choosing skincare and beauty products without parabens, methylparabens, phthalates. So all that is in my guides and my videos and my blog. So check those out. Thank you so much. I really appreciate being here. Please like, subscribe, and share this. If you are interested in more topics on perimenopause and menopause, please put those in the comments. And please, like I said, like, subscribe, and share, and that helps the channel grow and helps me produce more content. So thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.